What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the 5 Minute Rants. Hope you're doing good. Hope life's treating you well. I want to talk about monies today, and I really want to talk about a principle before we get into monies and what's important about that in business or just in life in general. I really want to talk about a key principle in life, and the principle is this: whatever you are not looking at is normally the source of your problems. And whatever you are looking at is normally how you find the solution. So let me break that down. It looks like this. Whatever I look at and whatever I'm staring at, I will normally find the solution to whatever I'm trying to accomplish with that item, whatever I'm focusing on looking at. If I'm not looking at that, if I'm not looking at things that are important in life, and this applies to things that are important in life, pillars of life, relationships, monies, work, responsibility, property, different things, right, that are very important to life, the main pillars. If I'm not looking at one of those, normally the source of my problems in life are coming from what I'm not looking at, right? And it's interesting because oftentimes we avoid looking because we don't want to be wrong. I don't want to say, hey, my pipes are leaking. I can see that wet spot in the wall, but I don't want to think about that because I don't know anything about plumbing. And that's okay because not everybody knows everything about plumbing. What's not okay, though, in my opinion, is to ignore that. You've got to look at that and go, oh, I need to fix my plumbing. And what's interesting is when you just begin looking at that wet spot on your wall, all the solution to fix that comes out. Oh, I need to call a plumber. You don't even have to think about what you should do. What you know to do just begins coming out of you. Oh, I should call a plumber. I might need to turn off my water. I'm probably going to need to get my sheetrock fixed and need to at least get that painted. And then even if you're wrong because you don't know that the sheetrock needs to be fixed, you just think it needs to be painted, that's going to come out and the solution will present itself to you. And I'm saying that because when you are not looking at something, no solutions will be presented to you. So for instance, oftentimes in business, Andrew and I find ourselves to where it's like, why can we not move to this next level? What is in the way? And it's normally the thing we're not looking at. Or we're looking around the objects because what happens is we begin looking around the item, right? Like I can look, if you're looking, if you're watching by social media, whatever, you see the microphone, I can look at everything around the microphone and describe that to you. I can describe this, the nubs that are holding it in to tighten it, to keep the mic from spinning. I can describe the cord and the cable coming out of it. I can describe the holder to where it's going to be shockproof, whatever. And then I can never talk about the microphone, but I can talk about a lot of the things that are related to the microphone. But as a result, because I'm not actually looking at the microphone, I'm never going to be able to properly adjust that. So oftentimes when we're looking at things, we look around the stuff and we don't actually look at the thing we need to be looking at. And so I'm saying all that because in my opinion, there's a principle in business. If you look at the money, you look at your bank accounts, and this is for you in real life too. I encourage you, get a budget together, look at your money. If you just start looking at the money that you have, you look at your paycheck, you begin looking at what you're spending life on, like what you're spending money in life on. And you begin looking at outflow and inflow, and you just look at this stuff. You don't have to make any decisions. You're just observing. Pretty soon, solutions to accomplish your goals in life are going to start coming out. Like you don't have to think a crazy ton about it. It's like, oh yeah, you know what? Wow, there's a lot leaving my bank account. I don't save as much per year as I want to. Huh. And then you just notice that. And then before you know that, well, maybe I shouldn't spend less and save more because I want to get that new car or I want to do this, right? And wow, I've told myself I want to travel more, but I don't want to, I know I don't want to just put everything on credit card. Boom. And then you're looking at it and you can see that. It's the same thing in business. And so here's a few things like key principles in business. You must look at the money. I look once a week and look at stuff. And the reason why is because it allows me to look and be like, okay, where are the problems in the company? Where do we need to fix things? How can we serve better? And I have people that rely on me and Andrew, like we have people relying on us to help them feed their families. That's a big responsibility and a big area of trust. The other thing is if I'm looking at the money, I then begin seeing all the areas where I'm ignorant in. Well, how do you read a profit and loss statement? What's the difference between profit and cash on hand? And what's the difference between cash flow and profit? What's the difference between revenue? And then you begin looking at all these things you don't know. And then you pause and go, maybe I should learn this stuff. And all of a sudden the solutions start jumping out at you. So if you want to learn how to make money, just start looking at it. Look at your bank, because there's only two ways to make money. You decrease what flows out of you and you increase what comes into you. That's it. Anyways, I'm way over, guys. I'll catch you later. Peace.